What's going on, Leo? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having an amazing week so far. So for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just incredible, Leo. And it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. So Leo, it's a general energy weekly. It's a general energy weekly spread, Leo. But with this weekly spread, whenever you happen to come across this video, Leo, there may be messages here for you. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, where'd my mouse go? Let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Gems, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Leo. So Leo, with this spread, I'm going to be pulling a few oracle cards and then we'll get some tarot for some details here. But before we jump into this thing, these readings that I do, they're not gender specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And then in case you all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested there, Leo. Look at you. Look at you on your bike. You got the 7th card of Libras here, which is the biker card, you lone wolf. Oh, and with this card, this is a card of lone wolf style, so look at that. Impervious, nonconformist, standing up, breaking rules, brotherhood, enjoy the ride, loves freedom, move it on, outlaw, maverick, swift actions, and need for speed. Get it, Leo. That's what I'm talking about. Because you know what? With how creative your energy is, you know, absolutely, this is a great time for you to do some fun things. Enjoy the journey, Leo. You know, break some rules. You know, let's not get in trouble, Leo. But, you know, start living. If you feel like you haven't been able to express yourself, or just, you know, if you've been kind of just going by the book and just kind of doing things just like as expected of you, Leo, I feel like this is a great energy to just kind of do your own thing. You know, be an outlaw, be a maverick. You know, go out there and, I don't know, go ride a bike if that's something that you've been passionate about, you've been thinking about. You know, maybe you want to work on that, or maybe you want to, whatever it is, Leo. I do feel like that this, even thinking with this moving on from just like any sort of ways that you've been restricting yourself in any way, in however that might look. But this to me, yes, Leo, freedom. And I feel like really freedom in every aspect. You know, let's yeah, I'm with that. Let's get some tarot on that, Leo. I'm not even quite sure like what else to say with that. That's dope. Interesting. So you got the 8 of Cups here, Leo. And with this card, you know, this almost gives to me like a bored sense. You know, the 8 of Cups, yeah, it's a card of indolence. And I feel like if we've been, well, let me start with this. You know, this, you know, just more kind of intuitively, this gives me just like a feel of if life has been kind of boring, you know, if it's just been sort of like the same old, like you kind of got everything sort of figured out, you know, it's going to be in all of these cups, you got like your week planned out. And it's one thing to just like have, you know, like a routine and things, but it's just one thing where it's just like there's no growth that's happening, no kind of excitement, you know, there's no, you know, like when was the last time, if this is something that's resonating with you, or, you know, just thinking about it in general, when was the last time that you really got kind of geeked up about something, you know, where you woke up and, I don't know, Leo, this gives me even like a, let's say if we have like a normal way that we go to work, even like changing up that route, or even like going to the store, maybe taking an alternative way. This gives to me just kind of like throughout this week, sure, but I feel like just in your journey in general, just do some things, you know, as they make sense. Just kind of switch things up every now and again. If you have a normal path that, let's say, you walk every day, even switching that up, you know, just those like minute little things can inspire just who knows? You know, you might feel inspired, maybe write a song, maybe go on a road trip, anything along those lines. But I do feel with that energy, definitely, Leo. Yeah, let's do some fun things here. Let's see what else we got here, Leo. Interesting. Okay, so you got the Four of disc here, and then you have the Two of Cups. And really, Leo, I feel like if you just start, especially with that like breaking the rules kind of, because this is what I've been kind of feeling. If things feel like a little bit just like overly structured, you know, if you just really just been kind of going by the book, just been sort of, you know, like kind of like going in, just doing the clock in, coming back, you know, eating dinner, watch TV, go to bed, you know. I feel like this, when especially with the Two of Cups popping up, just working in some more fun stuff for you, just something that'll make you feel like you're really your authentic self is the message that's really kind of coming through here, and just kind of connect. You know, the Two of Cups, this is like a connection with higher self for me, you know, at least one of the cards. And what better ways to do that than to allow that inner you to come out, you know, because when you think too, Leo, yours energy, you know, Leo lives in the fifth house, you know, with the sun. And the fifth house deals with, you know, on top of creativity and romance and things, it can deal with childlike energy, because, you know, what greater creation than a child. But I feel that if you were to really kind of just like let that inner child out, you know, allow yourself to just really, you know, not, because you know how we can get sometimes, you know, where things don't seem practical, or, you know, we gotta, you know, we have, you know, like all the responsibilities of life, Leo. You know, I just really, you know, making more time to just like nurture that inner child and allow that energy to come through just every now and again, really all the time if you can, Leo, but at least every now and again, could just, that'll really help you, just thinking with this Libra energy too, help you find some harmony, find some balance, and really get your Two of Cups overflowing here. So, let's see what else we got here, Leo. Okay. I dig it. Okay, so we got last little bit here, another one of Libra's cards. You got the Four of Swords here, and then you got the Prince of Swords. And you know, I feel like with this Prince of Swords, Leo, if this is something we've been thinking about, but I almost feel like with this energy, like if this is something that's been crossing your mind, but maybe you're like, well, I don't have enough time, you know, maybe it's like, you know, maybe we have like a family that we're thinking about. It's like you want to go on a bike ride, but it's like you don't want to leave the, you know, kids with the, you know, however, whatever we might be thinking about. I just feel like with this Prince of Swords, you might be maybe overcomplicating this a little bit. Like when we're talking about working in this, like kind of breaking the rules, it really is, and like expressing yourself, this energy, it really is for me, just like really working in things that you really love. You know, do you feel that, you know, what's your hobby? And then make that just a continuous habit, because I feel like, you know, especially for your sign, Leo, that would bring you just a level of stability in a way that is freeing, you know, like it's just like, because you're manifesting all the time, and when you're in that energy, you're creating your abundance essentially, because the Four of Swords is Jupiter in Libra. And you know, yeah, that's really the energy that I'm getting. It's like, I don't feel like this has to be something where you have to carve out like big blocks, you know, just like maybe take like a weekend, or, you know, like take like an hour or so, just do something, maybe color, whatever that looks like, you know, Leo, but just something to keep those creative juices kind of stimulating there, and just add a little spice to life, you know? Alrighty. Let's get some tea and let's get some more tarot, or get another oracle on this. Oh, all right, Leo. So we got the third card of Aquarius here, which is the Black Widow card. And this is a card of betrayal, warning, twisted, turncoat, cunning, danger, toxic situation or relationship, web of control, entrapment, unexpected attack, insidious, poisonous, and low vibrations. And you know what, Leo? If we do find ourselves or have been in a situation where it has been lowering your vibration, or you've just been feeling really this entrapment, that's, just considering how free we were feeling earlier. If you've been feeling something that, like, a situation has you feeling kind of suffocated or trapped or anything along those lines, let's figure out a way to do this, or to do this, to get out of this, to start getting towards that harmony again. Because also with the Four of Swords, this can be, peace after a little difficulty here. We can't find that balance. Sometimes in order to get that balance, we have to, preferably we don't want Black Widows, but sometimes a situation may come in that, this gives me very kind of like, it's a little softer than a devil moment, almost like a Seven of Cups, especially for this deck type of situation. Just like if there's any things that we're noticing that is just like that even like is like we're overindulging possibly even, but if there's like, like a person, or let's say like a work situation, a home situation, whatever that's looking like, let's get eyes on that, and let's not drag our feet on that, because sometimes with toxic situations, that sometimes we have to, I don't want to say you're going to be confrontational, but sometimes we gotta put our foot down, depending on how this might be translating. And I get where sometimes confrontation isn't the most ideal route, but we don't want to stay in this place too where someone is, where there's poison being spread, not, metaphorical poison being spread in our cups. We got to guard our energy, Leo. Yours is the sun. The sun is vital. We don't want any sort of low vibrations or anything along those lines. So make sure we have eyes on that, Leo, and however that translates out for you. But let's get some cards on this. Okay, let's see what we got here, Leo. I dig it. Okay, Leo. So you got the Princess of Disc, you have the Six of Disc, and then we have the Four of Cups here. And, because one thing, it's interesting with the Four of Cups. Because sometimes, sometimes Black Widow situations can be kind of sneaky, and with the Four of Cups, this is an interesting card because this is the moon in Cancer. And you would think, the moon rules Cancer, so you think it would be pretty comfortable there. But sometimes you see how you got these choppy waters here, this in the gray skies kind of, good look, I mean, it's like night and day. This is another one of Cancer's cards too, but it's like we're going from these clear skies to like things are getting a little iffy here. This is kind of one thing that I'm getting with this Black Widow, as far as getting eyes on things, because sometimes we can tell ourselves that something, is good for us or that we're really enjoying this thing. But after a while, after this card is the Five of Cups, then it can lead to that where we've lost our taste for things. We've overindulged, and now things have gotten now we're getting a little hazy here, getting in some choppy waters. And when we even think about like the moon and Cancer as a placement, that energy sometimes where it's super intuitive can sometimes get lost in the webs of things, get kind of dragged down in the ocean, and it can be, the resonance can kind of mess with your balance here. So just really something, Leo, just to be mindful of, just in whether this be advice or just in general. We really want to have eyes on this stuff, because you got great things that you want to create here. I feel like this now let's get out of this vibration. Let's start raising that vibration. And what better way to do it than to start manifesting some things, start creating stuff. The Princess of Disc, she's considered, at least in this deck for me, one of the most fertile, if not the most fertile card in this deck. And it could be, since we had mentioned about kids earlier, you living in the 5th house, if we're looking for little ones, there's all this love here, this, Prince of Disc, 2 of Cups, that's a lovely little combination. But if we're not, let's just be mindful. Venus is going to be moving into Cancer soon, and I think we're on a 6, so we want to be mindful. But oh, wait, that would be today. So, oh, wait, no, that'd been yesterday. So, you know what day it is. But with this, she's also really just pregnant with ideas. And if we've been holding stuff back here, Leo, we got to let that energy flow. Because if you see here, she's got this energy flowing through the scepter, and this ground is lit. And what's going to grow from that is 6, or, oh, did I say 6 of Disc? Excuse me, let me not take away from your pentacles here. You got the 9 of Disc here. And this is coming into that gain, coming into that success, that growth. So really, Leo, I really feel that there's really, and I know we I talk about this all the time, you creating stuff, but, and just doing things that you enjoy, but it's Leo, it would raise your vibration in a way. And I feel like just doing things too that, like, because you really have just like a natural talent for just manifesting. Your minds are just, it's vibrant how you all think. So yeah, really don't let any kind of low vibrations or any sort of rules or anything keep you from really being in your energy, because really the 9 of Disc and like other decks, this is like pre-Empress energy. You're getting ready to level up. And the Venus, the Empress, is very artistic. She's one that wants to bring beauty in the world. And that's what the Princess of Disc is doing too. And that's what this world could need. Look at all these. We need to fill up some of these cups with joy, some of this cup with sunshine. Let's nurture some stuff here, Leo. Let's see what else we got. Okay, I guess that's it. Let's see what else. Love it. Let's get to work, Leo. We got the 3 of Disc here. And I like that, because with the 3 of Disc, this is a card of work. But I feel like that when you're working on things that you love doing, like these hobbies and stuff, it's not going to feel like work. It's just going to help. If anything, I like how it's kind of got these little wheels or little gears here. If anything is going to get these, the wheels of life turning, it's going to really start bringing in, because when you think about Capricorn energy too, theirs is a sign of the achiever. They're ruled by Saturn, and I always tell them that it's like a slow burn for them. It's like the more they work on this stuff, the bigger the growth's going to be in the long run. And that's really what I feel for yours. But yours, I don't even feel like you would even have to, it'd be like a waiting thing. You just got to just manifest and just instant gratification. Just look at the magnificence that you create. So yeah, really, Leo, make this, really, this energy here is just really saying, just kind of break out and let's start doing some things for you. And especially just thinking with the Prince of Swords, if you have so many ideas that you want to do, let's not get overwhelmed. Pick one that makes sense at this time and roll with it. Trust really start tapping into your feelings with this thing, and just like let that energy guide you. All right, I like that. Let's get one more on this, Leo. I'm with it. I'm with it. Because you got the second card I tell you, these balloons have been going around here. You get second card of Capricorns, which is the balloons card. What a finisher, Leo. And this is a card of fun, freedom, high vibes. Okay, hold on. Relief, rising up, ascension, aspiration, success, joyful, higher perspectives, cheerful, attaining goals, stress-free, independence, and let it go. And so, Leo, come on. It's like we've been talking about this the whole reading. Make some time, some fun for yourself, and just like really just little pockets of things, just like make, if you like singing, or something along those lines. And we don't have a lot of time for it. I get it. Download like a voice memo or thing, hum yourself a little ditty every time something comes in. I mean, that's what I do. And every time something comes in your head, and set it to the side. And then when you have a moment to really kind of sit with that stuff, play around with it, see what gold nugget you got out of there. Let's princess the disc and nurture this stuff. But really, Leo, that's how you raise your vibrations. That's how you ascend, because when you're tapping into that natural innate ability that you have, that's how we, tune into higher self, and you really strengthen that intuition and listen within, and that's where all the ideas start popping up. The road starts just laying out there for you, and it's just like all you got to do is ride. But it's something that we have to get in the practice of creating, Leo, and really start making this just more moments for you to, finding that balance, because it's not like I'm saying, if you can quit your job to go do what you're doing, like I'm with it. But and listen, this is something too, especially if we're in like retirement or anything along those lines. You have what a perfect cycle for you to really, nurture some of these skills, refine some of this stuff. Because, just because we retire does not mean we lose our power. If anything, this is a chance to really, you have all this. Check out this guy with all this experience on here. He's an experienced writer, and he's going to have fun with it because now he knows what he's doing. We've had a chance. We've really lived through this cycle. So enjoy you get what I'm saying, Leo? We could have fun with this all day. But let's get some more some tarot on this. I love it. Okay, so we have the Knight of Disc here, and then we have the Prince of Cups. And you know what? I love this Prince of Cups because he's a type. They describe him. You see, he looks really stoic and calm and cool on the outside, but on the inside here, there's a budding artist that just wants to express himself. That's one of the. This is Scorpio's card, and I almost feel like that it almost feels like that you're, I don't know, not to say that you're keeping this secret or keeping this to yourself, Leo, but I feel that while you're doing this stuff, when you start getting really in this creative mode, don't, try to share this with some people. I don't even necessarily mean like if we're creating art, for example. I don't mean you necessarily have to sell it. I'm talking more so just along the lines of just like, hey, I've been doing some stuff. What do you think about it? Because who knows? Maybe someone, who knows, Leo, where that could potentially lead you. But I feel like that would help, one, get you just in a really kind of real good grounded place, get you in a place of confidence, because you see how his shield is beaming because he's really in his craft. He's been tending to this field, nurturing this stuff, been living by his own rules, has been enjoying his journey, and really, I mean, look at his, just posture, just everything about this energy is saying just really invest in this, Leo, invest in yourself and watch how that sun shines. Watch what growth comes from that, because it would just be balloons, just balloons and sunshine all over the place. All right. All right, last little bit here, Leo. You're building a family here. Oh, you know what, Leo? Hold on, let me switch back over here while I'm saying that, because last couple cards here, you got the Six of Swords here, and then you got the Prince of Discs. So I was like, oh, we're building a family here, and you know what, Leo? If we have kids, you know, this would be a great time too. You know, have some fun with them. You know, yours is, you have all this vitality, and you know, it's, take it from me. I have a bunch of Leo in my chart, and it's, you know, if you do, you know, I always love just like kind of hanging out with like the nephews and like my friends' kids and stuff, you know, and just like it's, bring that joy, Leo. You know, I feel like with, let's get back to that now, but just again with that family thing, just be mindful. But I also feel with this, Leo, just the Prince of Disc and even the Knight of Disc, just all these discs, when they invest in something, they really mean it. You know, especially like the Knight of Disc, he rules the Prince of Disc, he rules the first two decans of Taurus and the last of Aries. And when you think of Taurus energy, theirs is a sign that, from the fixed sign like yours, they're going to be calculated about when they're going to invest in something, because when they know when they're in, they're all in. But I feel like that when you find those things that bring you joy, bring fun to your life, and raise your vibration, really go in on that. You know, invest in that. Just invest in that and really refine that ability, that skill, whatever that is. You know, if you like, you know, wood carving, you know, if you like, you know, maybe biking stuff, you know, how you can refine that. Maybe you want to, yeah, I don't know, maybe start like a biker group, you know, maybe something where you can go on a journey cross country or something along those lines. Because, you know, the Six of Swords, this can be a card of travel. And, you know, you got all these, you got three of the four princes here, you know, they're all on some form of chariot, so this could be a good way too. You know, if you want to get out and again travel more, go do it, Leo. But just be in this energy, have some fun, and man, who knows where this could, I'll tell you where it could lead, an enjoyable journey. So I'm gonna leave that there, Leo. I like that. So give it a thumbs up, Leo. Let's get this video circulated. Let's get on our bikes and get the message out there. And if you know someone who's, you know, maybe been feeling kind of restricted, maybe been feeling in a rut, you know, because here's the thing too, you know, with the Knight of Disc as well, you know, he can be one that's a little stubborn, you know, that's even both the Prince and the Knight, you know, they can be a little kind of rigid, you know, more kind of practical, like, oh, I don't got time for fun, you know, I gotta set up, you know, got bills and things to pay. And it's like, well, of course you got your obligations, but fun is an obligation for you too, Leo. So there's something to think about there. And then tell these princes and knights and the princess too, come subscribe, hit that bell button to get notified when I release videos each week. And then I'm on this group, because we would love to hear about your fun travels and journeys and things, but I'm on this meditation app, Insight Timer, and I started a group on there called Zodiacs Raising the Vibration. And it's just a group to bring high vibrations, you know, positive affirmations, encouraging messages, you know, come on over, drop some, Leo, or if you just need a little just to throw in your pocket, I post there all the time. So come on over, and all that information's in the description box. And then lastly, if you have any Cancer in your placement, you know, we talk about those couple cards, you know, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, wherever, come on over to my other channel, The Chariot and Friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans. It's a good old time. And all that housekeeping down in the description box below. But let me get you a surprise card here, so I can get you out of here. Absolutely. You got the Two of Wands here. And I love this card. Was it the Two of Wands? Let me get shuffle for your oracle. Because the Two of Wands, this is about, you know, this is Mars and Aries. This is about, like, you know, taking that action, you know, especially if you've been feeling that need to just get out, you know, just kind of break free. This is like, go for it. Establish your dominion, you know, go make a creative space for yourself, or just a zone where you can do you, Leo. Let me see what else we got here. Absolutely. And then when you're done with that, make sure we maintain this fun that we're having here, because you got the maintain card in reverse. This is something where, this is not like saying, like have fun, once a year, during you're working all 364 days, to get that one or that week period of time, to treat yourself. No, Leo, we want to make this like a regular thing, just feeding in little pockets of fun wherever we can, just to make this journey just a little more pleasurable. Because even in all your work, Leo, if that's something we're thinking about, you'll even work better, when you're in a higher vibration, because then who knows, you'll think of new ideas to bring to your company, and the next thing you know, and how funny, you can go from being, you may have started out as a prince of this there, but they may be like, yo, Leo, come on, we could use your energy here in a knight position, in a king position, King of Pentacles, because that's who this is, King of Pentacles. So he's got a little Leo in his chart. First two deacons of Virgo, last of Leos. And really, just be generous with yourself, Leo, with this fun, and just really, really enjoy it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave that there. So you stay safe out there on your trips and your joy, this fun. Have a great time. Keep an eye out for Black Widows. But yeah, enjoy yourself and raise that vibration through the roof. And I will catch you on the next one. Oh, later.